Let me tell you something most people don't realize. The reason so many people struggle with money isn't because they're bad with it. It's because they're following financial advice that sounds responsible but doesn't actually work. In this video, I'm breaking down 15 of the most dangerous personal finance myths people still believe, and more importantly, what actually works instead. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right but still not getting ahead, this video will explain why. My name is Bryson, and if you're ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck, smash that like button and hit subscribe down below. Let's dive in. Myth number 1. I don't earn enough to save. This is the myth that stops people before they ever start. Saving isn't about income. It's about habits and systems. Plenty of high earners live paycheck to paycheck, while lower income households quietly build savings. What actually works is starting small and automatic. Even $5 saved consistently builds momentum. Myth number 2. All debt is bad. Not all debt is created equal. High interest consumer debt can destroy your finances. This would be like high APR credit cards, but strategic low interest debt can sometimes help you build assets and increase your income. This would be like getting an SBA business loan. The goal isn't zero debt. The goal is intentional debt. Myth number 3, if you're not saving 20%, you're failing. This belief causes more people to quit than almost anything else. If saving 20% feels impossible, you'll do nothing instead. What works better is progressive saving. Start where you are and increase over time. Consistency beats perfection. Myth number 4, saving money is enough. Saving alone doesn't build wealth. Inflation quietly eats away at cash sitting in your savings account. What works instead, build an emergency savings account for 3 to 6 months and then start investing for long-term growth. Myth number 5, you need a lot of money to start investing. This myth delays people for years. You don't need thousands of dollars to begin. You need time. Small, consistent investments grow because of compound interest, not because of large starting balances. Myth number 6, investing is basically gambling. Gambling relies on luck. Investing relies on ownership and patience. Long-term investing is about owning productive assets over time, not trying to predict the market. Myth number 7, you must pay off all debt before investing. This sounds responsible, but it's not always optimal. High interest debt should be prioritized. Low interest debt doesn't always require stopping your investments completely. Myth number 8, buying a home is always better than renting. Homeownership is actually emotional, not always financial. Buying only makes sense when you plan to stay long term, you can afford the maintenance, and the numbers actually work. Renting can be a smart strategic option as well. Myth number 9, my favorite, credit cards are always bad. Credit cards don't create debt. Lack of discipline does. Used correctly, credit cards can build credit, offer rewards, and provide you protection. The rule is simple. If you can't pay it off this month, don't use it. Myth number 10, budgeting means no fun. A budget isn't a restriction, it's a plan. When you plan where you want your money to go, you enjoy spending without any guilt instead of wondering where it went. Myth number 11, high income means financial security. Income doesn't equal wealth. Spending usually rises right alongside income. This is called lifestyle inflation. What actually matters is your net worth, your savings rate, and your long-term investments, not the size of your paycheck. Myth number 12, I'll start saving or investing later. Waiting to start saving or investing until later is actually expensive. The earlier you start, the more you'll have in the long term, thanks to compound growth. Waiting costs far more than starting small today. If you invested $150 a month for the next 25 years, assuming an 8% interest rate compounded annually, in 25 years, you would have $131,590. If you waited 5 years to start investing that $150 a month, you would only have $82,371. That's a loss of nearly $50,000 because you wanted to wait 5 years to start investing. Start investing now. Myth number 13, real estate always goes up. Real estate can grow, but it's not guaranteed. Maintenance, taxes, insurance, interest rates, and market cycles can affect the prices of homes. Myth number 14, I don't need an emergency fund. Emergencies aren't rare, they're inevitable. Without savings, one surprise expense sends people straight into debt. An emergency fund buys you time and peace of mind. Myth number 15, you need to be a financial expert. Finance doesn't need to be complex. You need simple rules, consistent habits, and time. Boring finance done consistently beats complex finance done occasionally. If even a few of these myths surprised you, you're not alone. Most people are stuck, not because they're bad with money, but because they were taught advice that no longer works. If this video helped even a little bit, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you don't need perfect finances. You just need better information. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.